Hello everyone, my name is Stanley St. Rose, and today I'm going to be talking about Day by Elie Wiesel. This is a reading recommendation. Now, before I go into this topic, please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and or comment so that the channel can continue to grow. Again, this is a reading recommendation. If you're looking for a good book to read in regards to the Holocaust, in regards to what Jewish people went through the Holocaust, Night and this book that I'm talking about today, Day by Elie Wiesel, is a great read. This specifically focuses on what Elie Wiesel went through. The first book, Night, has to do with the whole process of, being marched out of, your life, being taken out of your normal life and going to a concentration camp. Day by Elie Wiesel is more about what happens after, everything is over, the war is over. He was at Auschwitz, after being reunited with his father, and, the war being over and the camp being liberated, pretty much dealing with life after that. So throughout the book, what basically happens, or what the book tackles, is Elie Wiesel's life afterwards and his struggle with his faith. I mean, because when something like this happened, with the horrors that he saw during the war, with everything that he saw in the concentration camps, the darkness that existed there, the murders, the killings, humans, abusing humans, and seeing all the Jewish people, his people, from his community, dying because of who they are. I mean, it's a horrible thing to, know that, first of all, you survive. So think about survivor's guilt. Think about, going through something where, people that looked exactly like you, that believed in the God that you believed in, people that looked like your family, that seemed like that were your people. I mean, he had to watch them die. He had to watch them suffer. And then, he had to question his faith, question his God. Think about, if there's a God, why would he let this happen? That's the age-old question. Why does God let suffering happen? So this Day by Elie Wiesel is about soul-searching, understanding who you are, where you've been, and what you do about it now. Yes, he did reunite with his father, but also he had to mourn his family's death and them dying. I mean, this is not a cuddly, warm type of, it's just dark, and there's a lot of, it's kind of this grief that he has to go through, this grief that he has to experience. And well, it's this book kind of takes you through it. I mean, there is some hope within this book that things will get better. He does become a person who speaks about the Holocaust and the horrors that experienced there, and hopefully his work will stop something like this from ever happening again. But the book is literally coping after the war, existing after the war, questioning your faith, questioning your existence, trying to figure out how you move on from your family dying, from your loved ones dying, from family members dying. Him and his father, I mean, they survived, but they're their whole family's gone. So this book is quite significant, and the author, Elie Wiesel, actually went through it. And this is not, a book that's telling you a story. It's telling you of real things that happened to real people. And the book really takes you through it. So I do recommend this book, especially to people who are reading about World War II. I mean, World War II, they tell you about the wars and what caused the wars, but this book gives you a human perspective on war, on the ground, the day-to-day living conditions and abuses of human beings that were Jewish and that were in concentration camps, what happened at Auschwitz, and the depravity that existed there. So again, Day is a great recommendation, but I do recommend the whole series of Night, Day, and just any work by Elie Wiesel that has to deal with the Holocaust, because it really gives you a full picture of what Jewish people had to go through. And also, it gives you an insight into the people who survived. Because it's one thing of suffering and dying during the Holocaust, but it's another thing to have been taken, suffered, and to not die, to be liberated, and to go on existing. So this book has a lot of soul searching and understanding of who you are, what you want to be, and how you move forward. And honestly, it's not really something that, you know, survivors of the Holocaust can really move forward from, because for the rest of your life, you're going to have to remember everything that you saw, all the horrors that you saw, to people that looked like you. And at some points, you can even say about the survivor's guilt, because when thousands of and millions of people died, but you didn't, it's a huge burden to carry if you think about it. But yeah, this is a reading recommendation, a really good book. Yeah, please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and or comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.